Hello everyone and welcome back to Farthest Frontier Extreme on the highest difficulty. And yeah, well, so far we're still doing fine. I think we survived up to this point, so that is of course our main goal here, to survive as long as possible. We're in year 5 right now, also had the first raider attack that we defended quite successfully from. And yeah, we are on our way right now to build a school. So up to this point, the most expensive building. 2 new villages have joined the settlement. Hooray, we are past 50 now and 2 villages have been born. So also the town is growing. We have a cap of 56, so more houses will be needed soon. But for now, this is now the school building that we need to wait here for construction to finish. It cost me quite a bit. And yeah, also we have finally a work camp up and running. This one, let's assign it right over here. So into this area, we might also cut down some stone, right? So is there some stone in these forests there? There is some stone over there, so very good. So let's just get this one and let's assign the full 4 people to this. However, what I think is, yeah, we are down to 5 laborers now, so it's also getting a bit tight there on the workforce. Also, I love my wagon driver. She's very, very diligent, right? Getting stuff done, transporting things around. And with that, we get now lots of logs and stone into our settlement. I'm still going to have these stone deposits here marked as harvest though, as we do need constant supply of stone. And that's just the one here. All 6 of them are working right now. Perfect. Some of them are seeking shelter, so perhaps they actually go to my temporary shelter. None has visited so far, but we have food in there and some firewood, so they can go there and rest a bit if they like to. And yeah, all the resources are in, so the school building is now coming close to completion. There it is, a fine new building in all its glory, right here in the town center, and this pushes desirability now quite high by another 10%, so those shelters have now 28% desirability. Let's turn off automated upgrading because I would like to control this myself, and let's go ahead and also add some ornaments here, right? These are very expensive though, as we can see. So one of these garden trails here does cost me 15 gold. We barely have that, right? So let's go for this area here where we would like to have the first upgrades then. So these people will, as we can see, reach 30% desirability. I could also do it over there, that we have then 30%. Yeah, we would need a few more, but let's go ahead with the first garden trail then here, and the second one we can have then over there. And oh, wait a second, should we do it like that? Let's have it there. Right. This is pretty expensive, but it's going to be worth it. And for the next town hall upgrade, right, to level 3, we're slowly starting towards that. We do need 25 homesteads, so that's tier 2 building. We do need a school, we have that, and 125 people, we have that, well, at some point as well. We got lots of logs. Let's also continue with a few more houses, so the normal shelters that we can then build. Here comes the healer hut, right? So there's nothing I can do there anymore. I would like to keep this area available too, so we're starting now to move towards this area here with my settlement slowly. And for that, I will need to move the well there as well. Probably get us another well then up there. So let's have this well now down here. And then we have another one up there. We continue with this road, which is then one continuous road that goes through the settlement, right? It's one big road going through the center of it all. And then we can have more houses in this area. So there's going to be another one here. We do keep some distance there as well for any kind of ornaments. The well just needs to go there real quick. And something else that we're going to do now is we're going to move our central storage location to another location. So a bit further over there, as the industry is also moving more towards the mountains, it makes sense to me to do this. So we have the stockyard that we're going to transfer now a bit further away, right? In the beginning, it made sense to have it close to the town hall because it just needed to have short routes. But now that we have wagon drivers as well, and we have bigger volumes in general to transport, it makes more sense to move it. And there is a good location over there that I would like to use it then. Let's just make the road connection here then as well. That goes all the way up, right? And then we continue moving now our stockyard into a dedicated storage area. And just as winter is approaching, our storage area is coming along, so it's going to be this whole one, right? This makes the most sense to me to finally move it over there, because we are very close to the ore, the coal and the clay deposits, and here we're going to see some heavy industry then as well along the lake, and also we are very close here to my fishing shoals and stuff like that. For a very first big industry area, this makes the most sense. I'm also moving over my trading post now, so this is done very quickly though, and then we have a bit of room left then for a vault and stuff like like that we can also add then to this area. And the cool thing is we can easily wall this in then as well. I'm also moving the lookout tower over, and this makes one thing possible. More houses here, right? So we have, as we can see, the market, and the market can now supply more houses that we can have then in the area. This is exactly what I want. We might make, yeah, actually they're a pretty green area. We might make a little park there then. And I would like to add then some more houses, but for now we cannot afford parks and stuff like that. So I'm rather just going with a high density of houses. So we can go ahead with this block here that we can finish, and then have a road like this that leads then to those people there as well. This is all going to be within the area of those houses then, right? And then another one here most likely. And that's 3 more houses. Yeah, we do need them anyway, and they will provide then more taxes that we need as well. But just in general, a higher range here of buildings. And then we have this area available there. I can still add more houses than to this. I think 2 will be fine. Yes, 2 we can squeeze in to also supply here with us with some gold as well, right? Perfect. Also, the lookout tower is finished. And then we just need to get rid of this rock here to move the trading center over. But that's in no rush, really, as we do need resources anyway. Year 6 is upon us. The village continues to grow. 2 more immigrated, right? So we're at 60 now. Another villager was born. And as we can see, also my taxes are going up as more houses are within the range now of my marketplace. And I've moved the well over, right? So there's the well now. We might actually make this one a bit further over there. And then I do need another well for those people living here in this area. So I'm also going to provide that. I would love to squeeze it into this area, but for now, I think it's fine. We do have a well there anyway. Also, my storage card can actually move then over to this area. I would also like to continue scouting ahead, so if we can find any good resources like hunting grounds that might be, or that would be amazing, so over there, and then also into this forest area. Oh, there's a big mountain, so I cannot click on it. And then we just go with some more exploration on that side. Perfect. And for this area, so for this area out here, I would also like to have a forager, right? We get lots of eggs there, some hawthorn, herbs, and also willow that we need for baskets then. So it's quite worth it to add another forager. And we do have how many workers right now available? 7, so we can afford this as well. So let's go ahead with a forager then out here. Somewhere a bit further, perhaps here in this area. Unfortunately, we cannot build along the road here, right? As the building can only be turned 90 degrees each, which is a shame. I would love a bit more precision there. But we can definitely do it then along here somewhere. Let's go ahead. And let's also start by building a road then that goes along the lake, right? So like this. I can also definitely tone down on my clay production for now, as we have 160 clay available right now, which is quite fine. We still do need it for some buildings though, of course, but not for too much. Also on the firewood we are full right now, so nothing else that I can do there. And for my other industry, the compost yard, they're still working fine. Money is at 8, so we could actually afford the next service building, but I'm saving up now on my heal hut, and for that we will need to upgrade those shelters. So for that, I'm also continuing now with some decorations, right? So especially here as well, we can add them. So let's just go ahead with 2 more garden trails, and this pushes then the desirability to 30% for these guys here as well. So this is why we have these paths that are available. The first buildings have the right amount of desirability, but they lack the food type. We still need to wait a bit on the food type there as well. And we also have the first graduates, right? The first villagers graduated now from school. So in that case, they will work better now from now on. And I think this is an immigration wave coming in. Yes, 7 people would like to join. Hello there. Please join me. More mouths to feed. That was quite a huge immigration there now. We have the houses, of course, but we do also need more food production when it comes to that. So I would also like to go ahead for another fish farm. Fishing shack that we can do now for this side there, so that we have a bit of space, right? As we continue our growth into this area, we got 78 logs, so I can actually go crazy with adding a few more few more buildings, and out here there would also be lots of berries, what I can see. No, sumac, blueberry bushes. No hunting grounds, unfortunately. Anywhere to be seen. Hunting ground wise, it's tough, to say the least. Also, the next raider attack, they don't have a chance in the beginning. My storage buildings are protected by a lookout tower, and my town hall can of course also fire, and is doing so. And yeah, I think all of them have been killed. More people would like to join if I build a school. I have the school. School will help train a more efficient workforce. Right, I think this one is... This one was killed by Rocca, my hunter. She's very, very good at fighting, and she's eager to fight. Thank you very much, Rocca. And the village was raided, but 6 raiders attacked, 6 were killed, and nothing was looted. So far, so good. Now, another important industry that we should start up now is the soap shop. We have the materials for that, so that's herbs basically that we get from the forager, right? And tallow that we can get from the hunter. So with that, we can make soap out of that, and villagers can use soap to clean themselves and prevent the spread of diseases. Let's go ahead. However, the soap shop is a pretty ugly looking building, as we can see. So it should also be a bit further away then, probably where we're going to have a nice little core industry area then. So that's probably going to be here and here. So this is going to be ugly area stuff, right? And we already have some buildings there, but let's go ahead and have the soap shop as our next building then, somewhere over here along the shore here. Very good. And I think also, yep, my forager shack is completed. So let's just get this one over. And as we can see, eggs, herbs, berries. Oh, there would be, oh, and mushrooms if I place it over there. Perfect. There we have a mushroom cluster over there. This is another food type that is pretty sought after. And then the fishing shack that we have then there as well. Perfect. Also now my little storage area is come to completion. We have the trading post here in this area now as well. I could start with defending, putting a wall around it. However, I would like to wait on the logs, and I'm not expecting a big attack at this point. So it's fine to have it there. And another 4 villagers joined. Holy cow, we are growing a bit too quickly there. I would need to start with farming soon. That would be happening then in this area, right? So I could already start by having some roads over. Let's also just check our farming fertility that we have. That we have a good fertility in this whole area. So I would like to start here with my first farms. And for that, I do need then the road that goes then all the way into this new farming area. Right. For that, however, we do also then need another root cellar in this location. So we could start with that. Let's just see. We do also have some hawthorns. We do have some greens here. No hunting grounds, but that was to be expected. But also the lake close by, right? So having the root cellar in this location makes a lot of sense to me too. A second one. We do need this one now anyway. Let's go ahead, have the road here. And the road then leads a bit further into the wilderness here, which is wilderness now, but not for long, of course. And then there's the root cellar. So this is also going to supply then the markets that we have then in this area. Let's go ahead and build it. Let's also have with this one a fishing shack right away, just by the shore. And then we can also start with the first fields. They take a long time anyway, right, to fully develop. So let's go ahead with having the first one, I think, then here. Yeah, and as we can see, these fishing shacks are running out of fish here. So on this difficulty, you need to constantly adjust them. So we do have, just see, there's a fishing count over there still left. And I think though, yeah, and also here. So we can move them over. The lake does require a bit more time now to replenish. And that means that we might be running out of fish. So it's just good that we have another forager shack now active. Getting a bit out of that, and I hope that my my arborist is starting to work then soon. Yes, it already produced some fruits this year, so this is only to grow from now on as the fruit trees are coming to life. But we will need some alternatives there soon. I mean, we do have this lake up there. Oh, and we have another gravely wounded villager. I can't have a heal hut so far. It's just too expensive. Yeah, and a villager died from the wounds. Enriana. Oh no. Wait a second. Enriana was my Yeah, she was my card rider. Why was she going down? Probably hurt herself in an accident. No idea about this. Very strange. Oh, and we got the first upgrades. So the first people would like to upgrade now. They have the right amount of food types. I'm still going to wait on that though a little bit longer. And here it's getting busy. So lots of construction is happening. I might actually also start on the next field then right away. We can have this one here. A smaller one perhaps. So that we start with those 2 fields. It's going to take a while before they can be finished anyway. But for now it's fine. My next industry is coming along. The soap maker. There you go. So there's already 2 people working that right away, consuming now firewood and making then also soap out of everything that we have there. And soap will help along with our hygiene. And it's also a luxury good, so a consumer good, it's going to be consumed and it's also going to make us profit. So this is also something that we need to consider now. Getting stuff to the market, right? And we can sell it to my people and make profit out of that. So the more goods I provide, the more money comes into as well. So right now we are at 8. And I'm pretty sure that this one goes up then soon as well. Now my garden trail here is finished in all its glory. And this one is increasing now desirability. Perfect. We just need a few food types. And then these buildings here would like to upgrade right away. And here I would also like to have another garden trail now. To further improve desirability for this area. And to also provide more taxes. But it's all bound to the food type right now. Alright, the next fishing shack is finished and has some fish here. Perfect. Oh, and we also have a predator once again out here, but it's a weak one. So once again, Rocker takes care of the wolf, because Rocker is just awesome as it seems. Alright, this work camp does not have stone right now. That's fine though, we are at 200 stone, right? We got a lot of stone out of the construction, so I don't need any additional stone. And you are also going to fish on this side there. And I might actually go for another hunter. Even though we don't have any game, they can still lay out traps. Another thing that we should start now soon as well is we got 6 laborers available still, so this would be perfect for our first iron mine. We have some iron deposit here, so I would like to do this because there is the potential that we can sell iron ore for gold, and we do need to start with that now as well, because with golds that we can make out of selling stuff, we can purchase our first cows and whatnot. So I would like to go ahead with this, having an iron there, and then we might actually also go for the coal one as well. Up here, right? So that would be potentially potential stuff that we can sell as well to someone. Let's also have this one then here. Can we can't make a path up there? Obstructed by fruit trees. Oh, we have the trees in between here. So this is possible though, that we have a connection then here. And of course also with the shelter. And someone actually seeks shelter now. A child, age 4, is living all by himself. So Rollard in this shelter. He's got some eggs, some meat, some berries, and a bit of firewood. And yeah, well, 4. That is actually almost an adult age at this time, right? Perfect. By the way, is he working in there? No, he's not. Of course not. And yes, my food supplies are dwindling a bit. Of course, it's season break right now, so winter. Nothing is really produced, but we need to be careful there with the food. So this is where those fields are going to play a major role. And out here, let's also continue right away with another forager. That we can easily have them close to the root cellar. And perhaps also, do we have a hunter? Let's go ahead with another hunter. We don't have game there, but with the traps we can still make something out of it. So let's go ahead with another hunting shack then over there as well. And for this area I might actually also go for a forager. Just because we have lots of resources up there and I do need it. We need to get everything that we can. The fishers are working again. Perfect. So we got 4 fishers now still working. And yeah, this one still takes a bit of time here. And yes, also soap is being produced, and this is increasing my income there from the my taxes from the market there as well. Selling some stuff and making people happy provides more taxes for us. Year number 7 is upon us. I'm hoping for good trade this year. We have lots of things that we can trade, so we got some good storage there overall. There's the trader already coming, and I'm eager to trade for something at least. Bit of gold we still consume for the garden trails there. And then we also have this area where I will also now add the first garden trails to upgrade these buildings then in the foreseeable future. Just beside the school. Oh, wait a second. I think it makes more sense to have the garden trail here because this one affects them, both of them. And there's now our trader coming in. And yes, things could be sold here. So some clothes, we have enough of that. Let's go ahead. Clothes are quite valuable. That's 28 for each one of them. We do have a lot of logs, so we could also sell this. Does he have anything of value for us? No, unfortunately not at this point. Bricks we can make ourselves then. Herbs we have as well. Grain we can make out of the field. Candles we can make ourselves as well at some point. And that's it, right? But we can make some coin, and that's the important thing here. So let's go ahead and sell the cloves. And since we have so many logs, I might also sell some logs there. Right, so let's go with 50, 57. That's okay. And the good thing is, the trading post is right beside my storage houses, so we can make this easily work within a short period of time. One is working on that right now. There's a second trader coming in, so perhaps we get something out of that one as well. There it is. So we can now trade this one and the second trader. What do you have in store? Pelts. Ooh, crossbows. Crossbows might be valuable. The rest is not. We could also get some smoked meat and increase our food supply with that. But especially the weapons I'm interested in, because we can protect ourselves much better than against raiders. So there is some cloth now in store. Let's sell it. That's 360 coin. I mean, that's a lot, right? We had 100 up to this point, and all of a sudden we're making some real cash there. 400 we have now in store, and that's not all, because we can still sell a bit more to the trader. And with a bit of that coin, we can now also start to purchase some stuff. So this crossbow at the moment is far below average price, so 32 for it, and we might use this to purchase, let's make 6 out of that, and this will be enough crossbows for quite some time, and it will be extremely powerful against any raiders for the foreseeable future. That's fine. And yeah, let's actually also purchase some smoked meat. Actually, we cannot really purchase that much with it. Let's not do this, it's not worth it. We can sell a bit more and also a few more logs, making some 420 out of that, so that leads to 500 coin that we have now in total. That's quite good for this stage, right? So that's a lot of money already. Right, I'm also in the process of moving my saw pit a bit further away from the core center now, because in the core center, of course, the city takes precedence now. So the city is more important than anything else, right? We need to have lots of houses, and this makes it possible to have another house than here, just beside the main road, more or less. But it's fine, as the desirability penalty gets less and less the more buildings we move away. Also my Fletcher building here, let's have them over here then in this new area, where we basically have then all our industry. The Fletcher one, and then the tannery. Oh my goodness, the tannery. Such an ugly building. Definitely move this away over here into this new area. Yeah, let's have this a bit further away in that corner here. And there the traders leave again. We can then, however, move the gold over. I'm not doing this yet because there would be no reason for that. We have gold stored ourselves, more than we need for now. And I also have my crossbows, right? They already have been equipped, by the way. So yeah, Uden, for example, in the lookout tower already has the crossbow equipped, and that will be pretty powerful against incoming raider attacks. I still have my firewood splitter. I would like to move this a bit further over now into this area then as well, so close to my storehouses there, so that we have all that vital industry close to my buildings. 2 more villagers joined, so we are at 71, and also another villager was born. As they come along out here on the fields, they're still in construction, and the forager shack and my hunter cabin, let's also continue building them. So this is basically how we continue, right? We're moving industry a bit further outside now, creating industry centers at the outer edges of the village, while the core village continues to grow then and upgrade with desirability. That's my plan here in order to keep us alive. And with that, we continue onwards into the next year. Stay tuned.